Yeah. I always wonder if that'll actually take off. One of my consistent difficulties with remote work is, sometimes you've got text messages. So if someone has your phone number, they're texting you. You've got email, you've got Slack, you might have another program, and then now you're going to bring it into the IDE as well. At some point, I just wonder if that's the right direction to go, or if that's something that doesn't always make sense. I think it's something that should be thought about a little bit more.
Mhm. Well, that kind of stuff is relatively old, right? In the end, it's like Google Docs. You can collaborate on a document that is shared somewhere.
Hmm.
And that has been around for quite a long time, I'd say 20 years, but it never really took off. And I believe there are a couple of reasons for that. And the first one is that it's something that's useful, but not always. I mean, you're not going to spend 8 hours a day pair programming in a shared editor.
Hmm.
Um, and the second thing is maybe that the other tools, the joke about the 25 communication protocols, we should have one that unifies them all. And then the next state is now we have 26 communication protocols.
Right.
And it's again, it doesn't make, if there was a standard, that would be neat. But for there is to be a standard, the forces just don't align for that to be. I mean, if I could integrate into Slack in my ID, but what if I don't have the ID? I don't think it makes sense to put everything into the IDE.
Hmm.
It just doesn't. It's an IDE is good at some things, but not at others, and forcing things into a paradigm where it doesn't fit. I'm not sure that I would much rather have GitHub work on improving their diff editor in the PR page, right?
Hmm.
But when we're talking about a web-based IDE, in any case, it's easy to have multiple tabs. So you can have your other stuff in other tabs. There's not necessarily a huge need to have them in the same tab, right?
Right. Yeah, that's true. With web IDEs, what you open up in your browser really becomes an extension of that IDE.
I would disagree with that because it's mutual. I mean, you can have multiple windows, then you really have multitasking, but otherwise it's more like switching, right?
Yeah, I guess that's
Um,
true. Switching.
yeah.
Extension is probably a bad word for it.